Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Omar Khan addresses Najee Harris, Cam Sutton in new interview. The Pittsburgh Steelers went their separate ways on June 13 after 4 weeks of OTAs and mandatory minicamp. Steelers general manager Omar Khan marked the end of spring practices with an interview on 93.7 The Fan's PM team with Pony and Mueller. He addressed a range of topics including Najee Harris's future with the team and the decision to sign Cam Sutton. The next time the team will be together is on July 24 in Latrobe, Pennsylvania for training camp. The Steelers declined Harris's fifth-year option on May 2. According to ESPN's Brooke Pryor, the team wants to see how Harris and the rest of the running backs adjust to new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith's scheme. Steelers are declining Najee Harris's fifth-year option, per source. With the new offense being installed, the feeling is the organization wants to see how Harris and the RBs function in Arthur Smith's offense before making a longer-term commitment to him. During his June 13 interview with 93.7 The Fan, Khan said the 2024 season won't necessarily be Harris's last in Pittsburgh. "Najee's awesome to have around here," he said. "Love Najee as a player and a person. Just because we didn't pick it up, that doesn't exclude us from doing something with Najee for the long term. I'd love to say that Najee had a long career in Pittsburgh. He really represents us well on the field and off the field. It was just one of those things that we had to make a decision on, and we just felt right now that was the right decision for everyone." Asked how Harris handled the news, Khan offered few details, only reiterating Harris knows a deal is possible in the future. The Steelers signed cornerback Cam Sutton to a 1-year deal on June 5, reuniting with a 7-year veteran who played 6 seasons in Pittsburgh. Following the 2022 season, Sutton became a free agent and signed with the Detroit Lions. The Lions cut Sutton on March 21 after police issued a warrant for his arrest on charges of felony domestic violence. On April 8, Sutton entered a pretrial diversion program to resolve the case, according to an ESPN report from April 17. Khan told 93.7 The Fan the team's previous relationship with Sutton made them comfortable in signing him. "Our experience with Cam over those years were positive," Khan said. "Obviously, with the situation, he was available. I think, for us, it came down to the fact that we had some history with him. We know the person, how he was with us and our experience with him, and it was a positive one, like I mentioned. Sutton could be subject to discipline by the NFL for violation of the league's personal conduct policy." Khan denied knowing if there will be discipline and if there is, what the punishment will be. "Zero idea, at all," Khan said. That comes from New York. During minicamp on June 11, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin also pointed to the team's previous relationship with Sutton as a reason for singing him. However, he added the team did look at the whole picture, including Sutton's legal situation, when making that decision. "That's just due diligence," Tomlin said, via the team's YouTube channel. "That's what's supposed to happen." First call, Cam Heyward has message for Steelers fans. Antonio Brown has new gripe about old number. Cam Heyward has 2 messages for Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Antonio Brown has a new axe to grind with the Steelers. An ex-Steeler is arrested for the second time within a month. Garrett Cole is well on the way to a comeback, and Tyler Glasnow finally gets back in the win column. All that in Monday's first call. Cam Heyward wished everyone a happy Father's Day. He also wanted everyone to know that he'd prefer to remain a Steeler for the rest of his career. The veteran defensive lineman sent out those messages via social media on Sunday. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that Heyward sent that post after he was quoted this week as saying he'd for sure be playing in 2025, even if it wasn't in Pittsburgh. The 3-time All-Pro defensive lineman is entering the final year of his contract at age 35. He has asked for an extension from the Steelers but hasn't gotten one yet. Heyward is scheduled to make $22.4 million against the salary cap in 2024. He missed 6 games because of injury last season. Former Steeler Antonio Brown is not okay with other people wearing his number in Pittsburgh. AB took to social media over the weekend to complain that the Steelers assigned his number 84 to new kick returner Cordarrelle Patterson. "They ain't really got the respect for me that I think, or the respect that you think you earned," Brown said. "That could be trauma in itself to know, just like, damn. I gave my life to the Steelers and these guys don't even give a expletive about my body of work. They will just give a random guy who scored kick returns, who never even got 1,000 yards as a receiver ever in his career, my number over a guy that was number 1 in history." In the years since Brown pouted his way out of Pittsburgh, other players have had 84 before Patterson in the preseason, but never in a game. And it's not like John Stallworth's and Lynn Swann's numbers are off limits. In fact, Swann's 88, Pat Freiermuth, and Stallworth's 82, Des Fitzpatrick, are in the rotation right now and have been frequently used in the past. Although no one has Hines Ward's 86. For the record, Patterson has been an All-Pro as kick returner 4 times. That's the same as Mr. Big Chest has been named All-Pro as a receiver. But for AB, never let facts get in the way of a good rant. Only 3 Steelers numbers are currently retired: Ernie Stautner's number 70, Franco Harris's number 32, and Mean Joe Green's number 75. I'm gonna go out on a limb and predict that Brown's number 84 is not going to be the 4th. Cam Heyward addresses his recent comments about leaving Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers star Cam Heyward caused quite a stir with his recent comments about potentially moving to a division rival. Heyward cleared the air with a social media post on Father's Day. On Thursday, Heyward spoke to reporters about his future amid an ongoing contract dispute with the Steelers. The 35-year-old defensive tackle openly talked about the possibility of closing out his career with the Cleveland Browns. Heyward has family ties in Cleveland and played for Ohio State in college. However, several Steelers fans weren't happy about the idea of Heyward playing elsewhere. Heyward clearly heard the chatter amongst fans. The 6-time Pro Bowler addressed the issue with a post on X. "The goal is to be a Steeler for the rest of my career. Anyways, on a more important front, happy Father's Day, y'all. Sick," wrote Heyward. Heyward also backtracked on his comments about leaving for the Browns. Heyward replied to one fan with a meme implying that he didn't really want to go to Cleveland. Heyward's comments about leaving could have simply been a leverage play amid his ongoing contract negotiations. Heyward, who is seeking an extension, is under contract for $22.4 million this season, the final year of the 4-year, $65.6 million deal he signed in 2020. Heyward has so far played his entire 13-year career with the Steelers. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Cam Heyward? Leave your opinion in the comments.